Hello my dear friends. Well, today is Sunday, and I have a couple of minutes of my spare time to make another short video to present you very exciting knives that I have just received from maker from Vorsma, a very famous place in Russian knife making, map. I have already shown you before the very famous knife. It's a modern replica of a famous black knife of Scout, Russian reconnaissance special troops. They were armed with such knife, which is a variant of Finnish puukko knife, but with a guard. This particular knife has a black blade, which I think is very beautiful. Well, the knife has, as I mentioned, a guard and a handle made of Venge wood. Total length of this knife is about 27.5 centimeters. The blade, as you can see, is 15, a little over 15. This particular knife has a forged blade made of carbon steel. Let's see if I can cut some paper. Yeah, well, see, cuts paper easily. So this knife is quite easy to sharpen, and it holds the sharpening for a long time. Also, it's very light. This is very easy to handle, very light, very beautiful knife. It comes with a leather scabbard, well, genuine leather, as you can see, and it is available at my Etsy store. I have a couple of more knives like this. Well, I've shown you before in my knife reviews. This is the same knife, same type of knife, but with a polished steel, carbon steel blade, 95.18 forged carbon steel, and with a brown leather sheath. Well, another one is kind of the same blade with a, well, somewhat dark leather sheath. Like I said, the knives are very beautiful, very light, nice, very fit very nicely in a palm, and are practical. Those were combat knives, okay? Those were knives used for reconnaissance, for taking the enemy off guard, to take off guards, and for other special operations. This knife was designed by Russian, or should I say Soviet, Red Army specialists, KGB you could call that, back in 1943, and were famous ever since. It's one of the iconic Russian knives, should I say so. But I would like to present you something really, what I'm really excited about. When I opened the box from the manufacturer, I just said, wow, this is a real cool trench knife. Again, it's a modern replica made in Vorsma in Russian Federation, and it's very nice workmanship, polished Venge wood, polished carbon steel blade, brass rivets. Well, traditional leather scabbard. Look at that. Look how well it looks and holds. The blade is rather thick. I would say it's about 3-4 millimeters thick. Let's see if I can cut paper with that knife. Yeah, I can do it, no problem. Well, I didn't you know, prepare for that. I just took it off the box, and it does the job very well. Okay, that's how it looks in the scabbard. Again, this knife is very light. The overall length of this knife is, again, about 26-27 centimeters. It is available from my Etsy store, and I can ship it worldwide by Russian post. Well, a couple of more knives I want to present today. This again is a replica of a Russian reconnaissance combat knife. It doesn't have a guard though, but it's very serious looking knife. The blade of this knife is 16 centimeters long, quite serious blade. The overall length of this knife is close to 30 centimeters. It's 29 centimeters. Look at the handle. The handle is a combination of wood and leather. Very traditional for Russia, but quite you know, unique for other countries. I believe only Finland would have something similar, but for the Western knife, you know, tradition, this is something new, I believe. Again, this knife comes with a quite big and thick leather scabbard. Another knife like this comes with a quite comfortable handle made both of wood and birch tree bark, which gives a very comfortable and warm feeling for the, you know, handle, and makes the grip very safe. Because for those who have experience with handling knives, once your palm gets wet with sweat, it's very good to have the handle which would absorb the sweat and thus make the grip very firm. That's the case with this particular knife. Again, like this and other knives are available from my Etsy store, and you know, can be bought there immediately. Okay, I have another quite interesting knife. The knife is called Arrow. It's much more heavy than the 1943 knife, because this is a much thick. It has a much thicker blade, full tang, wooden handle with rivets, hole for the rope, and the blade for this particular knife is 13 centimeters. Comes with a leather scabbard. Those of you who are my age or older probably remember the famous Dandy crocodile movie. And when I received this knife, it reminded me a lot of that particular knife that a dandy had. So This is a serious blade for a serious guy, like a cowboy or alligator hunter. It has blackened, thick carbon steel blade, a saw on the back of the knife, metal handle, full tang of course, and it's razor sharp. Let's see again if I'm able to cut some paper with this blade. Well, I'm supposed to cut the paper, but well, it cuts the paper, no problem. This saw is also very sharp, and this is almost an axe, not just a knife. You can put paracord of wire here and have a guard for your hand, or put paracord there. So it comes with a nice and big leather scabbard. So this is a knife which also can be purchased at my Etsy store, where I welcome all of you for the knives, whips and Cossack uniforms. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, you're welcome to write me in the comments or on my Etsy page. Bye bye.